Hey everybody, I figured I'd bring you along for the last two bolts on the intake. Yeah, I started tearing her down. I'm finding out these intake bolts were not very tight anymore. And by all rights, since this intake was not glued on at the ends, it should come right off. And that might explain why I see a bunch of oil. That one's a little bit better. Okay. There's the last bolt for the intake. Let's see how hard it comes up. Not very hard at all. So, here you guys go. The intake don't look too bad. Over here. Now, if this was going to not be rebuilt, I would have definitely taken a vacuum cleaner to it. Huh. Almost looks like somebody else has been in it. But as for sucking oil, that's wet there. And yeah, okay, we got I almost think somebody was in my motor after me, which in 20 years it wouldn't surprise me, but because this is what we got going on. There's why you don't use the rubber gaskets. They split and break. But somebody did put some silicone on those, and it's gray. I'm thinking this was his dealer buddy was in here and had the intake off for some reason. But see, the gasket's dry, but notice here, the gasket is not crushed. It's not crushed all the way. It's crushed on the top side. But here, see, that's oily, wet around that, so the intake gasket was leaking there. It was leaking there, it's wet. And on the gasket it matches, it's just soaked. And same thing, that gasket's not crushed all the way. So, yeah, interesting. So your gaskets tell stories as you go. Now see, there's, I got a bunch of gravel down in there and that, so should have been a little bit more careful, but I'd follow the floor then. But yeah, it's coming apart. I'm gonna slide the catch pan back and get the drain plugs out of the block. Make sure that's empty. Then we're going to pull heads and see what the top of those pistons look like. Yeah, look at that one. That one's all split out too. So that's why you don't use that crap. But yeah. Let's have a let me get this here. Yes, got that muted today. Well, you're all probably going to thought you were going to do a tune-up to it and that. Well, guys, I'm stuck, and this is the only thing I can do right now. This is the only project I got that I can take apart. Everything else, well, I got the 327 I can take apart. I gotta get the top end off that flywheel and pulley, and yeah, a lot of. I gotta get it into short block form. That'll take an hour or so. This here, I've been trying to videotape for you guys for the last couple of days and just haven't been able to get it done. I've made them, but I didn't use them. Myself, I'm having some, I don't know, I went 4 days without any insulin. Got the insulin. Yesterday when I woke up, I was ready to just take a sledgehammer to everything and send it to the scrap. Today I woke up, still had that urge, but not near as strong. I come out here, I've been trying to get something figured out to do today. I've actually been sleeping a lot in the chair today. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know if the sleep app machine's not working right or what. But yeah, I'm having, I don't know if it's the blues or what. It just, I just don't know. There's days I just feel like I can't continue, and then it's like, oh, well, let's just keep on going. I don't know. But anyway, that's why there hasn't been a video for I don't know how many days now. Well, Sunday night live show, so Monday, Tuesday. Hopefully today's video went up. Hopefully I used that. So anyway, I guess I'm gonna make sure this block's drained, and we'll get this get the heads off and see what we got. So I really need a shop buddy to hang around with me. And I really need some stuff to sell steadily, as I'm contemplating selling the 377 short block, the 383 short block, and the 406 with the crank and piston. Somebody else can get the 6-inch rod. So anyway, I'm going to get back to tearing this part. Boy, I don't know what the heck kind of head gaskets those were, but I guess I didn't use Felpro back in the day. But we've got an issue there. Fire ring was starting to change, and you can see where it actually was protecting the piston there. That one's okay. Started turning black, and look at, oh, yeah, look at there. Gaskets, the head gaskets were going on this motor are gone. Wow, that shows like she's been extremely oofed. Wow, when I got some footage I'm going to try and salvage, but if not, I was in looking through with the scope, and I could see the center gaskets. I didn't, wow, I'm surprised the compression ratios were as good as they were. Wow. And there's those pistons. They were a 2-valve, and none of them were clean enough to see. I can't remember if they were standard, and they're still not loose in the bore. Wow. Almost looks like that corner there got warm. Huh. Well, like I said, as I tear this thing down, it's going to start talking, and it just started talking. I'm really, really surprised. Yeah, see it blackening with the number 1 and 5 were about ready to lose the head gaskets. They were about ready to start taking on water. I'll be dang. No name on these. I have no idea what head gaskets those were. I used so many different kinds back in the day, so. And then see, this one doesn't have the extra big hole here in the block either. And there's the factory dipstick. We just RTV'd it shut. Yeah, there's the first look at those. And those are not a cast piston, those are a true forged piston. So, and I kind of noticed the head bolts. Well, I'm using a big 1/2-inch impact, a used one. I know that's going to break them loose, but there wasn't no really rat-tats with that. It just popped them loose. So, interesting. Now there's block's drained, so that helps. Well, now I gotta get the oil drained out of it, so. There's your look, and I'm really glad I didn't just sell it to somebody and send it down the road, because it wouldn't have lasted much longer. That one just, lucky, very lucky. I got the hot tank heating up. I want to get that other head off, and we'll see what that side looks like. I'll bring you guys along with that one. Alright, let's get this one knocked off. Now there's a bunch of crap in that corner, so. Down in the hot tank right away. Now, figure out what's in that corner. Okay. I had a screwdriver here. Oh well. Little pocket knife here. Sure, the head I do on camera. Feels like there's a bunch of gravel there. working on there. And here we go. Oh! Woof! Head gasket, same problem. But there is there's no ring ridge. Wow. Yep, the fire ring on this gasket was doing the same thing. So there would be number 8. Number 6. Oh no, that's 8. Number 6. Number 4. Number 2. Getting lightly discolored in the middle. This side of the block looks a lot better. So, well, I'll get these washed and we'll take a look at them and go from there. It looks better now, but I guess I'm kind of OCD on my shop floor. I hate stuff on it. Well, I was sitting here, I thought that was a little low on water the last time I used it because you could hear the pump kind of gurgle. So I added 5 gallons of water to it. And I know it looks like it was more than what it really was because not all of it actually ran down because right there's a door, so that's not completely sealed. Anyway, it started to sound like the pump was sucking air, and I shut it off and you could hear like the water, and well, what set me off right there in that corner there, it started running down. I'm like, what the hell's going on with that thing? So, not thinking, I cracked the door open, and yeah, from a little mess to a big mess, and evidently my floor slants, so, oh, what I am just trying to ignore it, but holy moly, that stuff's coming clean. And I don't know if you guys deal with Avon product. I think I'm using Purple Power now. I found a bottle of old Avon Skin So Soft, and I'm like, boy, that always cut grease. So I put a splash of that in with the tank. Wow, with the cleaner in there, at least it makes the cleaner smell better too. Those parts are coming clean. I mean, those heads don't even look like they had oil on them. So I got that cleaning, and I'll be right back. Yeah, now that I've got the intake cleaned, yeah, somebody else has been in there. There's blue RTV around the intake bolts. And yeah, and then on the gaskets there wasn't. So, and I kind of remember that would explain why the bolts weren't as tight as what I thought. Then I really just realized something, but then I scratched. That is an old block. I did not realize the 350 came that way. I thought it was just the 327s. Then I got thinking, that's what I thought. Anyway, since I was interrupted, I thought the 327s, but anyway, I started scratching, double make sure there wasn't a DZ on that. And nope, there ain't. I'll have to go double check that number again, but yeah, so the 69 early 350s must have had that extra casting, but here's the intake all cleaned up now. Might take it up and have it blasted, and of course, good vacuum tea, and you see, whoops, one side's missing. Naturally, it never fails to happen to me. Forget to take it out, and then. So yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody in the last 20 years, 19, 20 years, has been inside this motor. But that explains why they're really cheap looking gaskets. Because I would have never had the gray or white. Oh, yeah, I even got it on my arm. Well, they really cleaned up nice. They really did. And, oh, don't you fall over. I mean, there is a little carbon on the cylinder from the quench area. Nope, that head got, yeah. I have to straight edge them after I get all the carbon off them and see. But yeah. Don't touch. Just a second. I guess what I like about this motor is the fact that there is no ring ridge in that block. None. Oh, I did look it up. It was made February 27th, 1969. It is a 255 horsepower turbo hydro. I don't know what the heck that meant. 350 from a C10 to C35 truck back in the day. Which explains why it's got the extra casting in the lifter valley. That's the way the 383 block is too. It's got the extra casting in the lifter valley, and that came out of a school bus. So yeah. Now we gotta get down to the cam, see what that was, and get the rest of that. I got the push rods and all the bolts that I've taken off cleaned up. I mean, I can't think for the life of me what gasket set that would have been. It looked like a hard black plastic. I mean, there was some weird stuff back in the day. But as far as I could tell, I don't think the heads have been off this motor since I built it. Yeah. Really like to get those heads up and get them redone, and or have them checked out and see if they need anything, and get a good cleaning on them, make them nice and fresh. But yeah, I got to figure out what cam I put in there. But anyway, I guess I quit touching things. Seems like every time I touch something, it gets. Yeah. Out of all the time having that hot tank today, it almost got me. Well, maybe I did get my shoes some. Damn it! I got crap all over my shoe. Oh well. Luckily, it didn't get me. I got thinking I do own a pickup box trailer now. I'm really thinking about taking this corner, cleaning her out, and out. I so would love to empty this building and then sort it as it comes back in. If it doesn't make it back in, it's gone. Yeah, well, yeah. So I guess that's where we're at. We got the old motor tore down the short block, and next step will be getting it apart. I don't know if I'll put it on the engine stand or see if we can get it tore apart on that stand. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of glad I did tear it down. Kind of thought, well, maybe I shouldn't, because I mean, oh, that's what I was going to do. That's what I was going to do. made 2 copies the other day. Where'd they go? Really? Where did they go? Oh, I know where they're at. Just a second. Before I forget it again, because I was going to do this earlier in the video. Okay. Alright. Just to refresh you guys' memory. Cylinder number 1 was 130 psi. Cylinder number 3, 135. Number 5 was 134. And 132. And what that is kind of the number 2 was 132. Number 4, 127. Number 6, 131. And number 8, 132. Which we know on the driver's side, number 1 and number 7 head gasket was about ready to go, but they were still carrying 130 and 132 psi. And then number 8 on the back there, that gasket was about to go, and I was still carrying 132.3 compression. So that kind of makes me wonder, do you actually trust a compression test when it comes to an older motor? As right there, I could have said, hey, it was compression tested out fine. And something happened. What would you do? I mean, because according to the test, the motor was fine. I know the only thing I didn't do was a leak down test, but maybe I should have. But the head gaskets weren't quite gone, but they were ready to go. Another hard run, who knows what would have happened. So I just wanted to throw that in there with the video. So anyway, I guess I want to get this editing and uploaded, because the last video I tried letting it go from the farm and it didn't go. I decided not to use it anyway, so maybe that was why. So anyway, guys, I gotta babysit the grandkids in the morning for a little bit, and they're sick. So I guess taking cans in is more important than keeping us healthy, so I guess. Anyway, oh God, what a mess. I just so want to move all that stuff, clean the floor over there, but there's no way I can do it right now, so just let it evaporate, and when I do get it cleaned out, I guess I got an old power washer there. That's going to be another project to see if we can get going. It holds 20 gallons of water, and maybe that's what we'll do, is get that fixed. And because I got to do a little rearranging in here or something, I don't know. Or I guess I could see where having that hot tank on its own tub to catch that crap would have been nice, but oh well, I should have. Anyway, see y'all later.